They started 40 years ago. They've sold millions of records, and even today their performances are nearly all sold out. They have a combined age of 257, a decidedly dodgy dress sense, and a strange fascination for combine harvesters. So what is the secret to their success? Have the Wurzels managed to survive so long in the cutthroat world of showbiz? Tony Blackburn's been finding out.
There they go, Smokey, and one of my favourites at the moment called I'll Meet You at Midnight. If we go right up there in the charts, in fact, to the number 3 sound, why don't we have a drink with the Wurzels? Because they, at the moment, are going to give us a nice half pint of that lovely scrumpy that they call cider.
When the moon shines on the cowshed and we're rolling in the hay.
It's amazing to think that was 30 years ago and none of us look a day older, do we? And earlier that year, they were at #1 for 2 weeks with this.
I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony.
The lineup has changed over the decades, but Tommy Banner and Pete Budd are still frontmen in what is now a Fab Four. And they've just had their busiest summer ever.
Well, this Friday is the Pensford Music Festival, and it's the Wurzels who are headlining that event, and it looks like
It's the 40th anniversary of the festival, and at the original barbecue was one A.J. Cutler, hence Edge, and the Wurzels. And he'd come up with the plan for a band of country bumpkins to showcase his traditional Somerset songs.
I thought his idea was certainly very different. He'd written these songs about cider and manure.
He's the champion dance.
So we sat down and we worked it out, and off Edge went, came back with all these different trousers and neckerchiefs and ground coats, and then he was working out which musician the trousers would fit. I'm sure that one or two of the Wurzels became Wurzels then. Actually, the trousers fitted them.
Proper job. You never believe this, but we tried to go posh. Back in the 70s when we was in the charts, we ended up coming back to the original stuff. And it's so much better because we've not got any competition, have we? There's no competition. Nobody in the world looks like this going on stage.
Please welcome live on stage the legends of the West Country. Give it up, make some noise. Here's the Wurzels!
Edge Cutler was the man we've all to be grateful for. He wrote the majority of the songs that we do now, you know, and unfortunately, as everybody knows, Edge went to the great cider vat in the sky in 1974. How are we going to do this? I mean, Edge was front man, and we were just backing musicians. And our manager at that time, Joe Miles, he said, "It's your living as well, you know." And from there on, we just worked hard, and it worked.
The Wurzels' headquarters and recording studios are in deepest Somerset, with a surprising band in the same stable.
My name's Sil Wilcox. I run a music entertainment management company down here in the West Country. I've been managing the Stranglers now for 14 years. EMI Records rang me up and said, would I be interested in one of their acts? And at the time, Jerry Halliwell's looking for a manager, and I'm pretty sure that this is the phone call. So I said, could I ask who it was? And they said, yes, it's the Wurzels. So we all fell about laughing, and I said, what made you want me to consider the Wurzels? He said, well, one of the reasons was you've got a farm, you live in the West Country, and we couldn't think of anybody else it would fit to.
So what about that country bumpkin image?
Not all young farmers wear what the Wurzels would wear on stage, but I think the image is good. I think people should be proud of where they come from. Or, you know, I'm certainly proud to say I'm from Somerset. I don't think it's a problem at all. I know, you know, people always think, you know, you're a bunch of yokels or whatever, but Somerset's achieved many great things.
A lot of people thought in the early days we weren't cool. Maybe thought that we were just going to be a one-off band. It's all tongue-in-cheek, it's all a bit of fun, and if Somerset gets a mention, it's good, isn't it?
They're gathered here from the four corners of Bristol tonight.
So what's the secret of their current success?
When we first took the Wurzels on, their interest had waned really at the time, and my first job was really to up their profile. The first thing we did was to find contemporary artists like Travis, Oasis, and apply the Wurzeler.
Remember the words of the song. Don't look back in anger.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a
a better place to play.
The youngsters are catching on to it, which is a different generation, I think. All the university students, they singing I Am a Cider Drinker and singing all the other songs. It's magic. They all know all the songs. It's great.
Meanwhile, back at Pensford...
Anyone here tonight from Shepton Mallet?
Hello, hello. What's going on here, then? Two police officers are such great Wurzel fans that they have named their son Edge.
I thought it was a good West Country name, and so we wouldn't be the first to name their son after some form of musician, but I think after all Adge Cutler was the bard of Somerset, and I thought it was appropriate.
Well, it's a nice Wurzelish crowd here tonight, isn't it?
I'm Somerset born and bred, brought up on a farm, brought up in rural surroundings, been exposed to Wurzel music from a very early age by my parents, and been to shows and concerts and seen them for a long, long time, and they're an integral part of the West Country, and you know, I absolutely love them.
I'd seen the Wurzels as a student at university and thought they were a great band, lots of fun, and I've always known Ed's been a staunch fan of the Wurzels. That's something that's a part of him, being a part of Somerset.
It's the end of the show at Pensford, and Tommy Banner has a message for the crowd.
We're still going! Thank you so much. Good night. God bless you all.
Got the scarf, got the proof, seen them about 6 times, and they get better and better.
It gets everybody up on a high. I love the Wurzels.
A lot of people say to us now, how long do you think you're going to keep going? But Tom and myself have spoke about this, and we've decided that when we've had enough, both of us, that's what would be the end of the Wurzels. But it's not in the future, not in our eyes at the moment.
I am a cider drinker. It soothes all me troubles away.
Meanwhile, there's a plot hatching down on the farm. They're planning a new version of I Am a Cider Drinker.
That's the one, boy.
Cider has got a new heightened profile, and we felt we could come back with that song and maybe make a hit of it. My intention at this stage is to put the feelers out to a few celebrities that may be interested with the band in guesting on the record.
I am a cider drinker. I drinks it all of the day.
Perhaps I could do better than that.
Good job there.
I am a cider drinker. What if I qualify for this? I mean, I did go to school in Somerset. I'd rather go solo, really.
Proper job.